BYU Cougars. What a week it was a week ago in Big 12 play as they won 2 games. As you would see a picture of Lauren Gustin as a shot blocked that, and UCF will have free throws.
Burn's really playing some of her best basketball of the season with plays like
here late. Here in her senior campaign, really challenged by head coach Satia.
BYU, one of the best rebounding teams in the Big 12. As Layla,
not only is she one of the top scorers in the league, she is the Energizer Bunny, averaging nearly 40 minutes per game, is down.
Well, that really helped UCF in the game on the road against the Red Raiders, as Gustin's able to get an angle against Nagodu inside.
Peterson eyes a 3 and gets it. Caitlin Peterson from
goes around you.
53rd three-point make of the season downstairs as now thievery. Here comes Smiler. She'll throw up ahead Woolston. She'll try the triple and nothing.
Put some respect on Scott's name.
It's always affirmative, always say positive. Okay, here's a long 3 lifted and bomb.
Game.
Down it goes into Gustin, and she'll put it up off the window. Another easy score down
from Maryland to support Taylor in her games, and they're extremely proud of her. So they wish they could be here today, but I shout out to them if they're at home listening. Lightning quick.
Whiting to the dish, and she is going to draw the contact, count the bucket. Amari Whiting, the freshman.
Whiting, see the spin dribble and then the step through to get between Tamaya Ware and Robinson Nwagu to finish. BYU Cougars alongside Kaylee Woolston.
And of course, the daughter of head coach Amber Whiting.
It's great defense right now from the Cougars. Showed a lot of body, but better offense from Layla Jewett. So big time for her to come out aggressive early on.
Gustin, the mid-range as she hits. Here for Emma Calvert. And now on the other end, making the Knights pay in the corner. That is Kaylee.
This has been the biggest difference for the Knights in conference play, has been the play of Kai. Has been a huge plus to them.
It's her 9th, can have 7 rebounds. An elbow
pass
in the Baylor game, down to Gustin as she... Nagodu pulls the trigger, a woman...
You see how Davenport comes off, doesn't decide to make the pass until she gets the commitment from the... Expecting to guard Peterson, whether it's an isolation, if it's a ball screen, dribble handoff, whatever the scenario.
For one of the best in the Big 12 is Caitlin Peterson. This her first season in Orlando. Akkad on her, Whiting.
Good move.
And she will draw the foul before the horn expires.
Yeah, that was terrific.
Michael McConnell, Iffy Seals, and Zamora Cruz Johnson, our crew 5.5% free throw shooter on the season. She would have nearly a...
Said it's just not natural for her to call her anything but coach or...
Fighting all the way down the boulevard. The teardrop will not fall, but the offensive...
Could have went for the layup initially.
5 points now here for Whiting. On the drive, that is Maya Burns, and 22 Idaho State Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Maya Burns, no.
Trying to slow UCF down a little bit, get them out of their rhythm, but Kyle Nagodu.
Here from Boise, Idaho, Lauren Gustin, the all-time leader in rebounds in BYU history, and that just the shiner underneath that right eye. Mentioned the stitches came out.
Scott.
Block shot by Emma Calvert. Take a look at some of those numbers already here on the season. The nation's leading rebounder.
It's like choose between a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. It's just both, they're both great.
Personal preference to the free throw line. Gets a, as Gustin gets a breather currently for head coach Amber Whiting. And it's Maya Burns, one woman in front of her. Burns across the paint, left hand, not there, but getting the offensive rebound as well. A bit of a knack.
You've been on the road for 6 days, Scott. That's mentally fatiguing, you know, for these players. It's not common in college basketball you're ever out.
BYU looking for points. They've been on a drought for 3 minutes and quick rotation.
Yeah, going back inside too is what you want.
Yep. Gustin is able to catch, and 12 currently 3rd. Peterson now with 7 points.
But didn't settle right there. I'm sure that's exactly what Coach Amber Whiting wants.
And now Peterson's attacking. And this one will get the kind iron. Now here's Jewett up ahead. Peterson, a blur. Peterson all the way in and gets the... Gustin goes to the corner. Bubakar on the drive, and she'll finger roll it up and in. And
BYU 48% from the field in the first half, Scott, but surprisingly only one three-pointer.
here's a corner three. On its way, splash for Kaylee Woolston, and a timeout here for head coach Satia Messer.
Beat on the first step, but a great recovery block from behind.
Whiting, the reversal on the baseline, and the Cougars with their first lead of the contest.
It's from the BYU Cougars. Great pass.
Dump down low, wide open.
The boards.
Here's a triple. Calvert launches and makes. Emma Calvert. And she'll throw it down into Gustin. The step through for the senior. Like you said, the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Idaho. It's her mom too, your left and then flicking it with your right.
She can make a case all she wants about how much a really difficult shot.
Well, the top free throw shooters here for the Cougars makes both of them 82 good in the third quarter in the win against Cincinnati. And continuing to be a flame is Kaylee Woolston.
Points. Woolston really starting to get it going here in this third quarter.
Down it comes into Nagodu. Knights needed it. The two-possession lead here for the Cougars.
Great
and the pass inside, nobody home except for Gustin. Here's Gustin spinning left this time and is able to get it to fall. As the horn sounds, it creeps and inches on the rim. 12 selection showing why tonight.
Great play.
As there is the Cougars 23-6 outscoring the Knights. Whiting misfire, Gustin gets the second effort. And then Davenport.
Seriously.
Up and under, left hand, and that's into the fourth. Here is Woolston. She'll have an up and under and get it to fall with the left.
Here in the second half, you got to give a lot of credit to the Maya Burns today. Only 2 points on 1 of 8 shooting for Maya Burns. So, and not only has it been there just half-court defense rebound for one offensive rebound for UCF here in the with the player you were initially guarding. Taylor Gibson in a tough spot right there. Doesn't want to leave Gustin, but got to show some to help out here.
Frustrating second half, no doubt.
10 points in the second half. This team relies so heavily on Caitlin Peterson for their offense. It gets really difficult for UCF.
Tamia Ware crossing up, clutching mid-flight.
Right.
Boise, especially doing everybody comes home for the holidays, wave off the bucket.
Good job of Lauren Davenport getting her body Maya Burns. As Maya Burns drops that shoulder a little bit.
Minutes here tonight for UCF. Average this sub 10.
Yeah, and that's to force some turnovers here, Scott. And as you see, BYU switches to this 2-3 zone, but I like them better in the man-to-man personally, Scott, because when you do that 2-3, when you double staggers, they ran right there to get a shot.
Burns catch and shoot. Her three is going to glass home. And the trick is glass home.
Yes, the side, nearly corner three-pointer goes in off the glass. But at this point, if you're UCF, you'll take it. Cutting this game to 4. Yeah, clearly a clean 3 from Maya Burns.
Here's Layla Jewett. Down into Nagodu. Nagodu, the freshman, is able to put it up over Gustin. On the floor. Here for
before our very eyes, Scott. The poise, the patience that she has right here. 2 dribbles, goes up over her left shoulder and finishes over. See, now it becomes that more crucial, both of these free throws, because that limits the number of possessions UCF is going to have, even if UCF scores.
Woolston, money in the bank. 5 seconds, the heave. That from Burns, no, and Smiler is just gonna walk this out. And the Cougars are going to come into Orlando and knock off the Knights for their second consecutive road victory